Okay, we from group 1, which is consist of me, Idham and Nasri as a leader. The next one is Rifqi, and the third one is Ajmal as an observer. So me will present about the filler table, Rifqi will present about the general manufacture of the ordinary walkie-talkie, and Ajmal will explain about the proposed idea, which is the material that we select to use in the next walkie-talkie design. Okay, for the filler table, we start from the problem statement that required us to do the justification of using the material to make outer cover of the walkie-talkie. For the facts, we know that walkie-talkie contains the electronic parts walkie-talkie must make in use in the military. For ideas, we must know that the walkie-talkie that we must to make is more durable and have the waterproof. So for the military use, maybe it must to light and easy to bring anywhere. So, and mostly all the manufacturing industry use polymer material to make the outer cover of the walkie-talkie. Okay, for the learning issue, we must to know that what kind of type of material that's suitable for this walkie-talkie. If they are using the polymer, what kind of polymer that we must to use, and what related concepts are applicable in the chapter mechanics of materials, and what innovation or invention have been made to this walkie-talkie before. So for the action, Rifqi needs to know or do literature review of the walkie-talkie innovation development. So next one, Zul do a survey of the materials that be used for the walkie-talkie outer cover at the web or any resources. And the last one, Ajmal needs to study the subtopic in the mechanics, what they classified of the polymer that we must use in this walkie-talkie problem-based learning.
Assalamualaikum, my name is M.Rifqi Aiman bin Azizan. My metric number is DE200-115. Alright, now I will present about the general material of walkie-talkie, which is polymer material. Alright, we already do some research, and based on what we do, we discover that usually walkie-talkie, which is the outer cover, it made from polymer material. Alright, so firstly I will talk about the polymer, this is a long chain molecule that made from many repeating units that called monomers. Alright, polymers also can be natural or organic or synthetic material, and then it have the properties which is physical properties and chemical properties, so which is detected mostly by intermolecular bonds. Right, next I will share with you some example and application that use polymer material. Firstly, it's plastic containers that we put any food. Then secondly, moldable products like computer casing, telephone handset and others. Thirdly, we can see it also used for clothing and upholstery material like vinyls, polyester and nylon. Lastly, it is water resistant coatings, which means latex. Alright, polymer material also can be classification according to their properties, which is first, it's plastic with hard that they can be semi-crystalline or amorphous or glassy. It have two types of plastic, which is thermoplastic and thermosets. Second, it is elastomerous, which is soft, rubbery cross-linked solid that will deform elastically under stress. Example like natural rubber. Alright, and lastly, the solution is viscosity modifiers or lubricants.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Ajmal bin Mohd Zemri, and my metric number card is CE20217. Okay, for this video I will present about the PBL, sector PBL. Okay, now I will continue this presents. Okay, for this PBL, I as an observer. Okay, now I will present about the material selections. Okay, for the material selection, we choose acrylonitrines, butanines and butadiene strings. Okay, this material is the best polymer material that must be used in the making of a new design of walkie-talkie. Okay, Okay, the acrylonitrile butadiene strains made up of 3 monomers. Okay, the firstly is acrylonitrile. It is a synthetic monomer produced from propylene and ammonia. This component contributes to ABS chemical resistance and heat stability. Second is butadiene. Butadiene, it is produced as byproduct of ethylene production from steam crackers. Okay, this component delivers toughness and impact strength to ABS polymer. And lastly, the monomer is strain. Okay, for the strain, it is manufactured by dehydrogenation of ethylbenzene. It provides rigidity and processability to ABS plastics. Okay, for these acrylonitrile butadiene strains, they have characteristics for these materials. Okay, the firstly, high rigidity. Second, good impact resistant even at low temperature. And third is good insulating properties. Fourth is good weldability. And fifth, good abrasion and strain resistance. Sixth is high dimensional stability. It means it's mechanically strong and stable over times. And lastly is high surface brightness and excellent to surface aspects. Okay, for the next slide. This is the properties acrylonitrile butadiene strains. They have a mechanical properties and electrical properties. Okay, for this table, this is the properties for mechanical, and this table is the properties of electrical for the ABS. Okay, lastly, I will conclude for this presents. Okay, we choose the acrylonitrile butadiene strains and polymer because of its have a rigidity, hardness, tautness, and less conductivity of electric and durability. And this material suitable for military applications and it can use for a long period. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.